Hello, YouTube, and hello, Twitch. Welcome back to episode 12 of Super Duper Dreamland on this Sunday night stream. Hey, Jim, how are you doing tonight? Welcome, welcome. Welcome, everyone, to the stream. Did some stuff offline, so while everyone is joining the chat or coming in or whatever, let me go over what was going on here. My evening was pretty good, Jim. How was yours? I did some stuff on Streamlabs here, so now there should be a text shadow. I think it was Chewy who asked for that last stream, so that should make things a little bit easier to see, especially for the people who are using Twitch, and a lot of the chatter takes place on YouTube, so at least they can see a little bit better what's going on and who I'm talking to in the chat. That's kind of how my evening went, and I finally got the video out. Holy smokes, that took forever. I already have the script ready for the next one. That's because I was this video was taking so long just because of all the edits that I just ended up taking a break and doing a script for another video at the same time. Just logged off for Ani for the night. That's awesome. Hope that you how was your how did your playthrough go? I know you got your achievements now, right? So you're continuing on. You're doing the petroleum boiler. Tim, what's up? Tim says, hey, finally catching you live. Yes, pretty cool, Tim. Thank you so much for saying hello, catching me live. We'll be on for about 2 hours tonight or so. So it's, as usual, it is a work night, so can't stay on too late. But yeah, 2 hours. Hopefully we can get some good progress done. Hey, Kevin, what's up? Well, hello. Welcome to the stream. Well, yeah, lots of stuff going on. Like I told you guys, I was going to do just a couple. I don't know how many hours I played offline, but I did a couple. I would say maybe at least 10 cycles offline. Mainly, I just rearranged my hatch farm. That's kind of what the biggest task was, and moving all these critters over because I have so many of them now. So now I have the correct amount in each. I have 8 and 8, and I even built the condos, which I think was recommended by. Can't remember who recommended that, but yeah, I put the condos in there because they do look kind of cool. And here's my automation. I was going to make this 3 different. I still might make it 3 different rooms just so it's like kind of lines up with this big space here, but we'll see. Maybe we can do something else. Maybe we can do the Drecos and the glossy Drecos in this space because they don't have to be nearly as big. I'm only going to have 1 farm of each, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, now we'll eventually, or this stream, I hope to start to move these guys over as well, kind of push them over to the side, and maybe we'll set up a drowning chamber over there. See who we got from here. I'll take the snazzy suit. I kind of want to take more bionic duplicates, so that's what I'm going for. Let's give Haley that one. Let's see here. Petroleum boiler built. I cracked open the volcano, started up, and it went dormant, of course. Of course it did. Now I have to twiddle my thumbs for another 40 cycles to see if it worked. With the condo, you can do 9. Yeah, I think someone mentioned that to me, that I could do 9. So I'm going to increase this to 9 so I can take a look here. These guys are all happy, so I should be able to put another regular hatch in here. See if it... there we go. And then these guys are all still... Like, I have a lot of stone hatches coming out because I'm feeding all of them sedimentary rock. So I have to start feeding the stone hatches with things that they can eat. Hey, Sean, what's up? Thank you for joining. How was your Sunday, Sean? How are you doing? Yeah, so we'll do some hatches here. I'll explain to you guys just a second what I would like to get done this episode. But for now, we'll put these guys in 9 and 9. Well, they seem to be getting crowded with the critter condo. Okay, so I have 96 tiles, room size, and I have 9 critters in here now. Let's see, we have 9, and they're crowded. But crowded only makes -1 happiness, and then it gives them the coziness gives them +1. But then they end up at +4 happiness no matter what. Yes, as long as their happiness is staying the same, I guess that's going to be okay. Doing good, says Sean. Awesome. Good to hear. Thank you for joining me tonight. Jim says they'll be credited at 9, but that's fine. Cool. Well, we'll keep it like that because their happiness is the same. So that's really all that matters. Let's see here. So yeah, this is my plan for today. As you can see, I've started building some space stuff, so we can go to space, get rockets, get data banks, and all that stuff. So we'll start off probably. I don't know if I want to do CO2 rockets again. I mean, I might just do CO2 just for data bank collection, but I think the game plan here would be to get petroleum boilers online and just go right to petroleum rockets. Before I do that, though, I'm pretty sure it wouldn't be too like you can get a lot of data banks from just research or just using the telescope around your starting asteroid. So I think that's what I may try to do. Just like if for initial startup of space infrastructure, and that doesn't take a whole lot anyway. We just build a couple telescopes here, and then they're basically good to go. Let me start the kind of speed the game up again. So this one, we still haven't used the industrial brick for anything, just because everything is just super cold. I'm almost tempted to keep this, just because everything is so cold. Keep it a cooled steam or a cooled industrial brick. It's just not really needed yet for anything but the metal refinery. And I'm almost tempted, like at this point, just to integrate the metal refinery into one of these chambers instead of like relocating them into here, because I think that would be almost like it would almost be viable in that sense. Hey Chewy, what's up? Hello, welcome. Thank you for joining me on Twitch. Oh, by the way, I took your suggestion, Chewy, and I added a little bit of a shadow to everyone's text there in the chat. So hopefully that shows up. I don't know why. I think maybe I'll move you guys over a little bit like that. I don't know how you ended up sort of in the middle there, but kind of right above my head is where I would prefer to keep it. So anyways, so you should be able to see text a little bit better now. It's a small improvement, but who knows? Maybe it'll help the people who are on different platforms and like to read the chat. Let's see here. Oh yeah, I was gonna do some of this. So there's a lot of stuff that happened, just like during the cleanup phase. I finally have all this water suctioned up. It went into this a chamber where it was filtered by the water sieve, and basically, someone's stuck already. That's just fantastic. Let's see. And it's just entombed. I don't really care about that. Nothing in there anyway. So yeah, it's basically all purified of germs now. There's no more germs inside. So I've been able to put them all into my storage areas. I tried using this storage area, but for some reason this liquid lock or this liquid vent kept breaking. So I don't know. But this is kind of how the automation and the piping works. It's pretty simple. I'm just pumping everything up. I'm checking for germs here. So if there are germs going through, it just ends up in this little area. And it looks like, we got someone trapped for real. Oh my goodness. Higby, bro. What can you do here to get yourself out? What is here? Nothing that you can build with. All right, well, I guess someone is going to have to come with some sedimentary rock and bail you out. Let's see who got tasked with that. Bert. Okay, well, Bert's not too bad. Bert's pretty quick. Yay, very happy that you're stuck. Enjoy. Kevin says, I typically suffer the rock crusher penalty until I set up my pump cold brine polluted water to its solution room. Chewy says my username is a little blurred now, but when moving on the map. Oh, that might be, yeah, maybe that's just an artifact of the shadow blending in with the, I don't know. I'll have to kind of tweak the settings maybe. The rock crusher penalty. What is what is the rock crusher? Oh, is it the sorry, it's the I know what you're still talking about. When you make metals using the rock crusher, you don't get as much resources. It's a little bit it took me a second to figure that one out. Okay, yeah, so where was I? What I wanted to do is set up some telescopes so I can start getting some data banks, and yeah, I got all this water ready to go to be pumped into the various different chambers. But yeah, I'm just so conflicted on the metal refinery situation. Like, I want to put everything in here and have a nice big theme room, but it's just with a map that's so cold, I don't even have to move any of this stuff, right? Like, this is I could build this out of pretty much anything, and it will stay cool for a very long time. The username is a little blurred now when moving on the map. Oh, that's this. Okay, that was the same message. I thought that was a different message for some reason. So anyways, I'm just going to leave that for now, and I'm going to continue working on space because that seems like the next step in the evolution of this colony. Just build a couple more bunker doors this way, and of course we'll have the bunker door. We're going to have rockets over here as well. So regardless of what happens, I'm going to have rockets launching from this pad, and I think that makes the most sense because I can put, like, there's not a large travel distance from my rockets and the materials that they might bring back, or my astronauts, to actually get to the rockets. And it wasn't like the last playthrough where my colony was like down here and to go all the way up here to do that. So that's kind of what. Okay, here's a good example. Let's see. Looking on the OBS here, it's not showing blurring on mine for William's message. William says, "Good morning, everyone. Hey, Ethan, I saw your latest vid and rained down lots of comment. Don't mind me." I appreciate that, William. I love feedback. I haven't looked at the comments yet, but yeah, it was just meant to be a kind of a TLDR of each volcano and geyser and vent. And I mean, you guys who watch me, you guys already know most of my opinions on them anyway. I tend to stick to I'm pretty stubborn in trying. Like, for instance, the sulfur one, I did some research digging on that, and that was one that there was a lot of mixed opinions. Some people live and die by the sulfur. Some people really just do not care for the sulfur. Oh, here goes Eduardo trying his best. So I was trying to gauge like community opinion versus also what I think of it, and in the end, I just went with basically. Yeah, if you need fullerene and you need sulfur for it, then it's gonna work. And if you want to feed it to Sweetles, then there you go. Or what was it? Was it Sweetles? I forgot now already. Sulfur, liquid sulfur. Yeah, it was the Sweetles. Okay. But yeah, the next video is going to be it's already, the script is already done, so it's pretty happy about that. Okay, what was I gotta stay focused. Let's keep going on this stuff here. We'll probably just end up strip mining a lot of this out since it's kind of in the way. We'll do something like that. Maybe we'll go even farther. I just don't want to get hit by any meteors. We'll limit it for the time being, and then we'll go more. Yeah, and then radiation. I don't know if radiation is going to be too much of an issue. I mean, yeah, it's mostly safe if it comes down this far. Maybe we'll block it off anyway, and we'll have our duplicates kind of going around it or something. I don't know yet. We'll see. Hey, Tayden Hartley, what's up? Tayden says, I've been doing different saves to learn some stuff. Now I got the Semi Rodriguez for oxygen, but food and heat are getting my ass. So food is one that, like, luckily you have lots of options for food. The easiest way to manage food early on in your playthrough is just to get bristle blossoms with water. Now, if you're saying you're having trouble with heat, then the next easiest suggestion would be hatches, I think. Hatches are super easy, and they don't really have the same temperature problems as bristle blossoms do, which are between 5 and 30 degrees. And barbecue is actually much better on the morale scale than gristleberry. So let me just show you here. So gristleberry gives you +1, and I'm pretty sure barbecue is like +3 or something. Yeah, +3 is good quality. So the ideal way I would suggest to set up food if heat is a problem for you is to farm the hatches and then send them into a drowning chamber. I know that sounds really cruel, but basically you have a conveyor rail inside here, which is right now it's it's stumped because I was rearranging it. Hopefully there's no eggs on here. There probably is, actually. Cobalt ore, okay. And then all the eggs that you don't need are going into basically a pool of water where when these guys hatch, they'll turn into meat. As simple as it gets. And then all the eggs that you want to keep at least a couple of eggs because you want to be able to replenish the supply of hatches in these rooms. As far as heat goes, the way I normally deal with heat, this is a little bit of a different asteroid because I started out very, very cold. I hope that we don't get smoked. Can you guys please get out of the meteor showers? I don't want to get smoked by these meteors. Oh my goodness. I'm really nervous about my defenses on this side. Well, we're just going to see what happens. I think this will be quite interesting if one of my duplicates just gets obliterated by the meteor. Hopefully not. Okay, so the way I deal with heat, like I was saying, this asteroid is incredibly cold, so this was a little bit different than possibly the one that you are starting on, like Terra. So Terra, you're mainly trying to cool it down as you get farther and farther. This one, I had to warm it up, and I ended up warming it up just a tad too much, so my blossoms weren't growing. And now I have a cooling loop through it. But this is how I manage the heat. I have a Hydra, so the Semi-Rodriguez is perfectly fine to start with, but I would recommend learning how to build a Hydra like this, and I have a video on that. So check out my video on how to build a Hydra, and also check out my video on Hydra versus Spawn. And then it'll teach you to build something exactly like this. Just fair warning, do not forget any of the automation, power wires, and all that stuff that sometimes I forget. And then build something exactly like this, and then cool the oxygen inside of this Hydra with radiant liquid pipes that is cooled by an aqua tuner. And then that very cold oxygen can be vented right in, like this is very cold at 20 degrees. I can set this a lot lower, but it's 20 right now because I had a very cold asteroid. And this just gets vented into my base at various different points, and that's what cools my base usually. Right now, I just have this here as a precaution because I'm using the water to feed these blossoms is very, very hot. So I need to kind of counter that. But once I have cold water for the blossoms, it'll be a lot different. Anyways, so that's how I would go about managing your heat, is just having a Hydra or even a Rodriguez you can cool inside. Just basically have cooling at your oxygen level and remove all the sources of heat from your main base. Okay, so let me just catch up on the chat here. The main reason I don't do the Rodriguez style is they're hard to cool compared to Hydra, says Jim. Yeah, they are a lot harder to cool. The Hydra has the great benefit. Everything in here is basically an infinite storage room for oxygen, and everything in here is basically an infinite storage room for hydrogen. So these things will continue to produce oxygen and hydrogen indefinitely without ever overpressurizing. And then you can cool this mass. You can make this as big as you want, and you can cool that room. So that's kind of like that's kind of the benefit of the Hydra. The biggest benefit, in my opinion, not even the fact that it just goes on forever and ever. I mean, worst case scenario, if it didn't do that, you could just make more Rodriguez, right? But just the fact that the storage area is just so big, you can cool it and send that into your base. Stone hatches do better at high temps than normal, just says Jim, if I remember correctly. Let's check that. I don't actually know. I usually don't have any hatch temperatures. So the regular hatch does 10 to 40 is its body temp. Oh, its comfortable living temperature is 10 to 40, and then the stone hatch is 10 to 40. Now, the external livable range is minus 45 and 100 and minus 45 and 100. So I think they're both the same according to this. Did I click on the right ones? I think I did. Tayden says, just put a stone hatch in a regular hatch area. Yeah, that would be the ideal way to feed your colony, I would think. You can stay on this for indefinite, for as long as you want in your game. And then you can also use that to transition to much better sources of food later on as well. So it's very, very flexible. I gotta start doing this as well, by the way. Do a little bit of a thing like this. Not like that. Kind of like that, and then boom. That should probably be okay, just to have this started. I need some way to get here, obviously. So move this out of the way, and then keep building that. Let's see here. Tayden says this seed had a natural gas geyser in the base. Oh, okay. Well, that's unfortunate if it's spewing hot. So you might want to just block it off and move your base slightly over. Where's your drowning chamber? I'm working on that, William. I hope to get that done this episode. I'm just conflicted on where to put it. I might move this over and put it here, or I might just put it in this area. I guess let's start. Well, you know what? Let's finish these rooms before we start that. So what I want to do is have the same automation set up, but for the Dregos. So we'll just build this temporary room here. Maybe I'll put the drowning chamber back here. I don't want the meat to have to travel very far. So I was gonna put it here, like I said, but I want it to be a big room. I don't want it to be a tiny room. Oh, let's see who we got from here. I kind of like Ren. Ren's always a cool looking dude, but he doesn't have I want to take more bionic duplicants, so we'll just take the fried mushroom for now. Yeah, we'll set up some automation here. Oh, by the way, I have to finish this too. All right, I'll catch up with the chat in just a second. I just want to catch up or do this. This is going to go over. And then this is taking everything else that is not an egg. So I'm checking for an egg here. This is kind of why I should do more than one room, because I need to be checking for stone hatch eggs and hatch eggs at this point in time. So that might how did someone get trapped? Oh no. Oh, okay, well, whatever. Probably easier to just rebuild it than get someone else down here to do that. Please stop jumping up on there. You don't have to jump up on there. Finish this build, Amari. Let's see. I saw your newest vid. It's great, but I thought you didn't take into account the geothermal logistics as you could have for chlorine vent ranking. Russell Doozle, thank you for joining the stream, and I appreciate your feedback. No, I did not take into account geothermal at all. I just wanted to rank them based on how they... Like, geothermal would have made the video, I think, a lot longer. And I tried to keep it condensed, so I tried to focus on only how they come like as presented in the world as a spawn. That was kind of my... So, because if I took into consideration like every feature of every single volcano and vent, I would probably have to make the video substantially longer and probably, in my opinion anyway, a lot less interesting, right? Because the more information you add, it sometimes becomes less digestible to the person who just wants to kind of get an overview of all the volcanoes and all the geysers. That was kind of my intention. I tried to like apply how I would use every single vent in my playthroughs and then present that as like, yeah, this is how the this is why I like the cobalt volcano or the gold volcano over something like whatever, right? Whatever other volcanoes that you want to compare it to. That was kind of the rationale for that. But I'm glad that you came back for the feedback. It's certainly very valid, and I appreciate it. Okay, let's keep going on here. Just getting a little bit a little bit behind with the mining out. Well, it should be okay now. I don't think there should be too many risks involved, but we'll just, you know what? Just keep going. I have lots of steel for now. I don't want my duplicates to be... And then we'll bring some power up here as well. Just bring a whole power spine up, I think, is the way to go. I can also dig this up now, I think. Just go straight up. Please don't... I really, really hope that these duplicates don't... don't pee themselves. Okay, let's do some copper here. I think it's... Well, I'll fix that too. Oh, okay, my goodness, they're trapped again. Dude, how do you guys keep getting trapped? How? Oh my god, are you not gonna make it? Oh no. They might. Well, if they get to oxygen, they'll make it. Oxygen is not that far. All right, so let's see. I mean, I could just put a build command there for a ladder. Yes. Oh no. Please. Oh, they just beat themselves. That's fantastic. Okay, who's doing the ladder? Trivaldo? Why is it the farthest person away? Oh my goodness. Please, 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 please. I should have just made it out of granite and destroyed one of those. All right. No, they should be okay now, William. As soon as they get to oxygen, they should be able to breathe, right? My only concern is really the pee now. I have to watch the pee. Too much liquid. Oh, right. That's fantastic, too. Yeah, that wasn't too bad. That was okay. That was 30 minutes in. I gotta take a timestamp for that piece. Somebody really wanted to see the duplicants pee their pants. I like this. They got stuck twice already here. This is ridiculous. Okay, let me just kind of go back up to the chat here. How do you cool that oxygen? Ask Chewy. Sorry, Chewy, that was a while ago, that message. So I cool the oxygen by having it. So the Hydra produces the oxygen. It puts it into this chamber, which is an infinite storage chamber, because of the nature of how the Hydra works. And then I cool it right with this aqua tuner right to the left of it. I left provisions to add more aqua tuners in here just in case I needed more cooling for other things. But this one aqua tuner cools the oxygen, and it cools the bristle blossoms as well. Just put in your polluted water as well. Yeah, that makes sense, I guess, says Ruzel Doozle. I did some dupes are trapped. Never mind, rip. I'm an AI thing. Welcome. Thank you for joining. Oxygen not included for dude. That's yeah, Amari. That was Amari, right? Amari almost did not have any oxygen included in that trip down to the basement. Okay, yeah, I gotta keep going on this. Critical power level, Eduardo. How is there, dude? You guys have all? Oh, probably because he's so slow. Oh, because he's. Oh, okay. I see. I should probably not keep a bunch of water here. Where is he going? I don't even. Oh, he's going to the bathroom. All right. Just mop all this up, guys, please. Eduardo's like not having a good time. I need to make some. My goodness. Meteor defense systems always cause me stress until I figure out the bunker door automation to the right layout for the robo miners. I had a really good layout on my last episode, or my last playthrough. I really enjoyed doing that one. Okay, whatever. They can figure that out. I'm tired of saving these people. Actually, it wasn't even it wasn't so much of a defense system. It was like let everything hit and then just open up these bunker doors, let it fall, and then robo mine it out. The great thing now is with the conductive panel, the robo miners are super easy to use in space. So way easier than it used to be before the addition of that. I've gotten to where I don't even bother with active defenses. Yeah, I just let them hit. I don't usually do the whole. You should let your biodupes wear ammo suits 24/7. Yeah, I can put them on, I think. I don't even know where he is. Eduardo. Well, yeah, we'll give him an ammo suit. I can probably make some more soldering. No, I don't have any ability to make these yet. I don't like using black shots when I can grab free resources. Yeah, I'm not too big on the black shots. I think it's fine if you just let them hit and then robo-mine it out, as long as you get enough power. I am an AI thing says, I remember saying I had 1,000 hours. Well, it turns out it was just 130. I haven't even refined metal, but I'm close now in my current asteroid. Refined metal. Okay, well, refining metal is pretty easy. Just put it in a cold biome for temporary, and then you can use the cold area surrounding the metal refinery as a way to dissipate your heat. So luckily this asteroid has cold areas everywhere. Speaking of which, I gotta keep digging. I gotta keep digging this out. So let's keep going here. Pick out these Weezworts, I guess. And we'll do that so our duplicants can get access. And yeah, we got a lot of digging to do. As long as there's no germs. Oh, by the way, as long as there's no germs, good. Because I don't want to be dealing with germs in my polluted water storage. That'd be very, very annoying. Let's keep going on this as well. And then we'll do some strip mining here, and then we'll keep working on the space infrastructure. Hopefully they don't get stuck here. Guess we'll find out. Everything can just fall in here. Eduardo is still just really, really high. He should put on his... I don't know why he's not putting on his Atmos suit. Anyways, okay, space. Let's go get some space stuff done. All right, so... see what a telescope is going to cost us. Oh, we have to get telescopes ready and automation for all this, actually. Where's my automation? Oh, what happened to my steel? I just had a whole bunch. Oh, because they can't get to it from here. All right. You know what? Let's do... instead of that, we'll do granite. And I like that. And then they can get back. All my steel is right here, so that's why that that alert came up. Jim says I might put a layer or two of mesh shells to protect the solar panels if I have the metal, but I disable the auto repair on them to prevent waste. I'm an AI thing says, yeah, I was planning to use crude oil for refinery. Should I switch to polluted water and cold bio? The crude oil is perfectly fine because it can heat up a lot more. So yeah, crude oil for refinery is perfectly fine. That's what I use. Polluted water is okay as well, but it's going to overheat very, very quickly. Oh, you're grinding gears. That's why. Where's my lubrication station? It's right here. That's probably why you're not very happy. Okay, so we gotta do a thing here. This needs crude oil, right? What do I need to put in this? Use gear oil. Crude oil, yeah, okay. We'll do something like this. Just temporary solution. I don't think I have power down here to... yeah, I don't have any power. Oh, yes, I do. Okay. So I could build that as well. Anyways, this will be really quick. Just get all this done. And then we'll bring the power all the way down. I need power in here anyway. And also for a plumbing stuff. Plumbing going up. This is going to be a water, and then we'll go like that. 120 watts. There we go. So while they do that, let's see what you guys are saying. I don't even use a cold biome. If you have a decent sized water pool, just up with the water in the opposite. And yep, that works too. Yeah, I was actually doing that early on in this playthrough. I was doing it in here. It was working just fine for a very, very long time. William says, I just learned you can make natural gas from liquid gas. Sounds fun. Not sure what I can apply it on. I'm sure you'll think of something, William. Jim says I'm an AI thing. If you're looping the coolant in the steam room, crude oil works, but you can get away with using polluted water or waters in or near a cold biome for a long time. Good way to make pip farm, says Jim. Yeah, if something's breaking, then you know you have a... Eduardo might have a freak out here soon, but if something's breaking, then you probably have just an overheating issue with your liquids that you're using. So it's probably getting way too hot, or it's not getting cool enough before you send it back in. Basically, either or would be a scenario. So how do I... so I need microchips from this Eduardo guy here. He hasn't produced any microchips yet, apparently. It's probably because he's mad at me for not having any lubrication for him. So I need to increase the athletics. It's so slow. I have gunk. I could make, what's that one called? This thing? I think I can make your bomb with this temporarily. Okay, I thought someone was stuck again. Rizzo says gas piping and routing for it can be finicky though. So if you're lazy, just use an airlock method. I guess that's for the metal refinery there. Someone is stuck again. Okay, that's not a big deal. They can get themselves out. Need to get some gear. I shouldn't be letting Eduardo travel around the asteroid if they're going to be very mad at me. It takes forever to build. And I think I gotta pump out the crude oil out of here, or the thing out of here. This thing needs, yeah, it needs gunk and water. So just a very temporary method once again. Build this stuff. And at least we can get some gear bomb. For the time being anyway. And then he also has the lubrication station available very, very shortly. No power wire connected. Well, hopefully they can hurry up. What's the best way to run heavy watt wire? Asks Tayden Hartley. Tayden, so the best way to run heavy watt wire is out on the outside of your base. And what I normally do is I usually start with the regular heavy watt wire because it's unrefined metals and you can get it early on. But as soon as I have access to my oil biome, you have access to all of the lead that you mine out here. So you can use that for your heavy watt wire. Heavy watt conductive wire, which can transport 50 kilowatts of power versus the heavy watt wire can only transport 20. You can see already here, I'm already 29 out of 20 as my potential load. And here I'm 29 out of 50. The best way to run it is on the outside of your base because it has a very large negative decor debuff. And it's also kind of ugly. I don't really like running it. I like having my base looking kind of clean after I start repositioning stuff. I don't want another Eduardo. Sorry. Not taking another one. So I'd rather have it so it's always running around my base. Someone is stuck again. Okay. And then I run it all the way down and I run it all the way up to space. So that everywhere where I need to get power eventually, it's already basically pre-installed. Like when you saw this wire was already pre-installed. So all I really have to do is run it down here and everything is fine and dandy. And I'll always take the time to connect it to even my liquid pump, even though it's only 120 watts. I just find it easier because my rationale is maybe you have to bring the heavy watt wire to here, let's say to this oil well, but then you have to bring it here as well for something that you're doing. Let's say you have a volcano here that you want to tame and there's steam turbines involved or whatever. Then you already have it extending like halfway over, right? Versus if you start making transformers here and then you start building your infrastructure down in this area, sooner or later that infrastructure is going to outgrow your transformers that are set up. So I like to just have the heavy watt wire run in as many places as I possibly can. Something is broken. Oh, this guy. Oh, no. No. He's like doing the Superman laser eyes thing. Is he going to explode? That did not end too well. Oceania asteroids are my fave, says Rizzledoozle. As far away from your dupe's normal areas as you can. Yep, that's a good tip. I like to run power spine going up, going from the left and right, and then eventually connected along the bottom. Using transformers to use conductive wire everywhere. So, like, the great thing about that is you can pretty much do... by the way, that was such a cool effect that he was doing, but not very cool what he did to the base, but, you know, you get the idea. Yeah, like, there's like, no right or wrong way to do it. So whatever, like, to answer Tayden's question, like, Rizzledoozle has a very good idea as well. There's no, like, right way to run your power spine, as long as you're not running it on the inside of your base, where your duplicates are going to be living and it's going to be causing them negative decor that you now have to overcome. I think you'll be perfectly fine. Okay, let's keep going on here. There's a lot of things that I should be focused on here. I got my eggs here. I got to get my automation done. Oh, my drowning chamber. Yes, I was supposed to be working on that already. You know what? I'm just gonna stick it over here for now because I'm very indecisive and I think it's easy enough to move if I need to move it somewhere else. So drowning chamber it is. No, actually not here. Not here. We're not putting it there. You know what? Right here. Here's my drowning chamber. Where's my automation for this thing? Here is my drowning chamber. Okay, cool. For now. And then, yeah, we'll figure that out later too. As soon as I finish one thing. There's a lot of things going on right now that my duplicates have to work on, so I don't want to give them too many tasks until Otto's a little bit hurt. Biodupe's freaking out is dangerous. Says Kevin. Yeah, it's like the guy's going around with Superman laser eyes. I was worried he's going to explode or something. I don't know all the different effects that the bioduplicates can have. Let's see here. What's this one? What's this one called? Rainmaker. Distributes microchip when they're overjoyed. Emits electrical shocks when stressed. That's probably what they were doing then. And they have digging and athletics. I really wish they would make microchips. Where's my... Like, I know I have him on a sleeping schedule. Maybe because he's stressed out or something. He can't be stressed out to make microchips. I don't even know. Oh, because I haven't... That's another problem. I don't have a liquid bridge there. Let's see. I haven't been able to find reads for Atmos suits. Is there a different way to go about it? Yeah, so there's a couple different ways. Once you set up your washroom like I have here, this washroom, all of the polluted water coming out of here goes into a water sieve, but this water sieve will send the water back into the washroom. So this is basically an infinite washroom loop. I don't have to supply any new water for it. And then all the extra water, because it's not really a well-known fact, I don't think, among... the game doesn't tell you, so it's not a well-known fact unless someone tells you or you read it somewhere. But your duplicates make more polluted water than they use. So you'll always have extra polluted water, and you want to just route that extra polluted water into reed fiber plants. So once you find them, usually they're going to be in your swamp biome, like usually around these cool steam vents. You'll find them. Once you find them, you can just plant them next to your washrooms and send all the extra polluted water into them. The other one, obviously, the biggest one is Drekos. So Drekos, as long as they're dwelling inside a little bit of hydrogen, they're going to grow their scales, and that's going to allow them to be sheared or reed fibers. Now, this is a very slow process for me because I have to move all these Drekos anyways, so it's going to be a real pain moving them. It would be a lot easier if I had to move them 2 tiles down, but because I only have to move them 1 tile down, it's just going to be an enormous project. Very annoying. But I have to make everything look symmetrical or at least somewhat interesting because otherwise it's not going to be good. Okay, I have to also get some power here, which I have. This I should be looking for. So yeah, I hope that answers your question on that. I have to do oh, that's not what I wanted to do. I'm so distracted right now. I gotta go this way and then this way. There we go. So this one I'm going to be looking for right now just hatch eggs. But eventually it'll be stone hatch eggs. Actually, I probably could do stone hatch eggs right now. But I have hatch and stone hatch. This one I want to get rid of all my hatch eggs. So let's go like this. Stone, get rid of it. So all these little hatch guys, I don't want the stones. I want all the hatches in here for now. So hopefully my duplicants can figure that out. Oh, and Jim has a good point too. The Printerceptor story trait can help you find stuff that you may need as well. So if you have this enabled on your asteroid, you just have to find something to unlock it with, and then it uses databank and 3 charges from the printing pod. High stress again. I'm just gonna stop sending it. Okay, well he's going to the lubrication station, so low oxygen, grinding gears. All right, so that should help him out a little bit. There you go. Now get back, get your oxygen, and you know what? Stop getting yourself in trouble. Flooding. That's not good. Sorry, 1 second, chat. I just gotta see here. Abrek says, "Hey, what's up? How you doing?" Says, "Hello. How's the magma volcano going?" The magma volcano is currently completely sealed. So far, so good. Yeah, it's dormant right now, so 35 cycles till next activity. We have pretty much, I think, the right amount of steam. We could put a little bit more steam in here, but for now, it's doing pretty good. I could probably start extracting the igneous rock from here as it is. Hopefully my duplicants haven't been using it to build. I don't think so. I haven't really built anything out of igneous rock. But that's a good idea. Let's start egg. Oh, I spelled that wrong. It's supposed to be IN. Igneous rock. Oh, this has no power. Right. I remember now. I disabled that. So yeah, this should just go right through, and it should just be able to should get it nice and cool for us so we can feed it to our hatches. We have another high stress situation with Eduardo. Anyways, he's powerless. Interceptor is a game changer. It's so nice to have. It is really nice. I used it on my last playthrough a couple times. I like to use Brain Machine as soon as possible. So for wiring, I don't think about the decor, but more about the different resources cost between the wires, trying to figure out what's best for me. I never really consider too much about the resources, just because I end up, if you're playing on like the classic size map, you end up with so much of the resources. But if you're playing on, I think the spaced out map, it's probably, I guess it's a lot more worthwhile, isn't it? Or even different particular asteroids where resources may be a lot more scarce, kind of thing. But I usually just build everything out of lead if I can. Honestly, once you open up the oil biome, you have more than enough lead to make everything. Yeah, I think so. That's kind of what I like to do. I still have to get the Brain Machine online. It's just one of those things that are being put off because of other projects. Who's idle, by the way? Oh, it's Meep. You have nothing to do? Surely you have something to do. Like, look, there's all this to do. You gotta be kidding me. There's a whole bunch of stuff you can be doing. Like, look, there's all this to do. What are you guys talking about? Nothing to do. Like, I'm literally waiting for you guys to get this done. Looking good. Can't stay today, but I hope I hope you all have a good one. Thank you for saying hello, Abrexis. Yeah, I can't stay too late today because I have to go to work tomorrow. So I'll be back Wednesday after this stream. But I'm at least another hour and a half, I think. I'll be online. I really should get the synthesizer online because of how much value I get from it early on when the duplicates don't have very high attributes as it is. Okay, let's go. Let's keep going with this. Just build this so my duplicates can actually get up here. I guess they can't get to that, but anyways, okay. Let's start moving this over. I think what I'm going to do is leave a space in here just in case I need to. I don't know. I think that's good. That's a good idea. Leave a space, and then we'll start moving all of this stuff over. And now we have a heavy watt wire that runs through here, which is kind of unfortunate. I think what we'll do is connect the heavy watt wire to here temporarily, and then I don't have to worry about running it through this space again. So we'll come down this way. You know what? This might be a good excuse to have it one higher. Like, so there's a gap in between all this. So we'll do this. We'll have it here. This will be the next. I can't put it because of that. But this level will be how high I move everything. And it's easier to move stuff up than it is down anyway. That was going to be a huge mess. So there we go. We'll build it like this, and that will help us out immensely. Kedio, I think that's what your name. Thank you for joining the stream tonight. I can't make an Atmos suit. There's no thimble reed on my planet. Are you playing on Terra Asteroid? If you're playing on Terra Asteroid, you should have thimble reeds. If you're not, you can use the Printerceptor or go to another planet. The thimble reeds are quite rare, so you have to explore a lot. They're usually found near cool steam vents. I think it's the marsh biome, I think it's called, or the swampy. That's what I'm trying to think of. The swampy biome is usually where they are found. Or the Printerceptor is like probably the best thing that that Clay's ever added to the game. So that's something else that you could probably use, and then you'll for sure be able to get your thimble reed. Like, literally, as long as the dupes don't get other stress additions, you can fully max out their skill tree. It's crazy. Yeah, it is super OP. I should make a video on that as well. It's been a long time since I covered one of those story traits. You need to make sure your food and O2 supply are solid to get it up and running. Yeah, I don't have very good food supply right now. I'm just barely squeaking by on barbecue. I have 30,000 calories basically. So it's getting there. Like, it's not ideal just yet, but yeah, it's slowly but surely getting there. I mean, it would help out if my duplicates could reach this, but I guess it's a little bit difficult. We'll build a ladder in here, then they can start reaching it. So William asked Cody, do you have Drecos? So Drecos, yeah, Drecos are a great way. I'm making thimble reeds with Drecos as well. So they just have to be in a little bit of in a little room, eating on some mealwood, and as long as there's some hydrogen inside this room, they'll keep growing their scales back and then sheared in the shearing station. I have a video on thimble reeds or Drecos. Check it out. Hey Dwayne, what's up? Dwayne says hello. Thank you for joining. Hey Jeff. Jeff says, in my opinion, the synthesizer should be the main priority after getting Hydra and infinite storage. Makes space exploration a cakewalk. Yeah, I haven't been to space yet, so I'm still working on that. But yeah, I'm slowly but surely getting there. Actually, the telescope is the next big thing I want to buy. Or sorry, the next big thing I want to build. But before I do that, actually, let's go ahead and build some infrastructure up here. So my goal is to make sure that I don't build too, like, I want to build to probably here, right below the ladders, and then I can go right to the top of that wire. So right about there. Now let's build. Obviously, what color are we going to use? We're going to use blue. And kind of just like Jim said earlier, this is how I like to do my space biome. I don't like to do the crush method because I don't know. I don't like to crush things. It seems violent. So we're just going to build this, and then this will protect all our infrastructure, and then we'll build stuff below it. So let's do that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Build some telescopes down here. Kind of like that. Start with... is it the telescope that I need, or is it something else? Yeah, it's the telescope. No, it's not the telescope. What's that? What's the one? The space scanner. That's what I'm thinking of. Space scanner. That's it right here. All right, sick. So we're gonna do that. I think we'll put it here, and then that covers right up to that bunker door. Boom, right like that. Get some space scanners set up so we can make use of our bunker doors. Again, we're just gonna run conductive wire through here, and then we'll put a transformer somewhere on this area. I think it's funny that binding dupes get their buffs from a synthesizer, but they can't contribute to sleeping towards feeding it with books. Hey, elusive traveler, what's up? What's up? What's up? Can't you shear Drecos too? Yeah, you can shear Drecos and glossy Drecos. Did I misspeak and say that you couldn't? I apologize if I did. Yeah, you can totally shear Drecos. Actually, let's get some more Drecos in here. We're running a little bit low. Just still working on all that setting up the automation for them. Just going a little bit slow, but we're slowly making our way. So we're going to delete as soon as we can. I'm going to delete this. Well, I guess I have to build this first. So this is not... All right, well... Let's also delete this stuff. Let's go like this. Put this in here. And then put some ladders here. And they can build this. That should be fine. I think every planet has some fiber solution, right? Yeah, Mammoth, Rex. They do at the start, but you need to feed them all you need to feed all the Thimbleweeds or evolve all the Drecos or something. You could be in a position where you don't have any. You kind of like lock yourself into not being able to progress. I've done that before. I've done that way before the days of the printer scepter. Where is it? My printer scepter right here. Where is it? Oh my goodness, I'm blind. Kids these days will never know what it's like to live without the printer scepter. Oh, I can't grab those two? That's unfortunate. We got the igneous rock. Pretty cool. 70 degrees. Not bad. Not bad considering I don't have any automation here. But now I do. Let's go ahead and add that. And this should be probably a temp shift plate or something. Jim says some planetoids are seed dependent. I know there's at least one where you don't have an optional space travel. Damn, this place is all fish and swamps. I haven't gone very far yet. Yeah, you got to keep looking. You got to keep looking. If you haven't gone very far yet, keep looking, and for sure you will find one. They're usually, let me put this guy here. They're usually right out, like if you're playing on the Terra asteroid, it's right outside your starting biome somewhere. You'll definitely find one. They're usually not too far. Like, okay, that's obviously very, very relative. So if let's say your printing pod is, well, mine's off center, but let's say it's here, it'll usually be like maybe somewhere within that region or that region or that region or that region. it should be pretty close that you find your first one. The easiest way to do that is to dig as far left as you can, as far right as you can, as far up and as far down as you can, and then, you know, start chipping away at all the areas that you can't see like this. And then eventually you'll find them for sure. Why aren't you using critter drop off and pickup instead of manually moving the Drecos? Well, it's at the I haven't moved them for a very long time, so it's at the point now where I'm just moving the whole base over. Or sorry, the whole stable over. Just things are taking, I guess my duplicates have like too much to do and things are taking forever. To torture the dupes, yeah, that too. They torture me enough, so. Hey, thanks for Fernando. Thank you for the subscription on YouTube. Really appreciate it. Thank you. Oh, by the way, thank you to Pivot Dawes on Twitch for, if you're watching the VOD Pivot, thank you for your Prime sub on the last stream. I know it didn't show up in the top corner. I figured out why, and it's so stupid. So Steam Elements has this thing where like it automatically has Prime subs disabled as notifications, and you have to like go into the settings to find where that is. Like subscriptions is like its own little tab, and then Prime subs is a toggle within that tab. I was like, where the hell is Prime subs? Why can't I get Prime subs to show on my screen? And that's why. So now I fixed it, so I shouldn't be missing any more Prime subs from now on. I apologize. I'm a very newbie streamer, so. Okay, Gizmo. Let's see here. Okay, I'm not taking. No way. I'm taking decreased athletics. No way. But yeah, we're moving everything over, Rizulusa. I mean to do a lot of this stuff off stream because I know it's like, I mean, I think it's super tedious to. I'm very indecisive, so that's what I'm trying to say. I don't want to have it so you guys have to watch me like contemplate life as I move a couple pixels over. But inevitably, that's what ended up happening on this one. Let's delete this. Let's delete that. Let's delete this. Yeah, everything's just being moved right now. Everything's offline right now with power, so I gotta get this last thing done. I need this two things immediately done. Can you get to that? Yeah, you can get to that. I don't want to hear there's this nonsense you guys can't get to it. Okay, so move it over as such. And then we will... Oh, you guys are stuck or something? No, probably not. Can you just, like, hurry up and get this done? Who's on this? Why? All the people of Hassan. I should have a lead storage up here. I'm going to put a lead storage right here so they don't have to go so far to get it, since I'm using so much lead. There. Finish that. Oh, and by the way, I can keep making this to go down as well. So let's keep going with this. Yeah, let's see. Here's my indecisiveness. I want to keep this the same. I want to keep the transit tube on the right side, so we're gonna go like this. Keep building that stuff too. See, Jim says, I think Oceania is the one where you get no thimble reads on either your main or your second asteroid. Whoa, that's I think I remember reading that. That sounds like it's not as fun for me. I love my thimble reads. But at least with the Printerceptor now, as soon as you unlock 50 data banks, you should be able to do that, no problem. I think. I probably by taking a Dreco, I would think. I know on the wiki it tells you which asteroid has like which material and which seeds and all that stuff available for you. Very, very handy. Okay, I think we're also going to put quite a few bristle blossoms in this one. I think it makes the most sense to do that. And they can all be fed nonstop, I think. We can always delete them as well. But we'll put a yeah, we'll put a lot of bristle blossoms. And then we'll rearrange the power once again. I'd have to destroy all this, which is kind of annoying. But you know what? It's my fault. It's my fault for not considering it, so I'll just destroy it. Let's see what we got. I think Drecos are the only in the second one. I know Arborea and Verdante also don't have Thimbleweed, but do have Drecos. I love Verdante. It's my favorite non-Terra asteroid. Oh no, that's not good. Ah, that's very annoying. I forgot to relocate the. Oh, I can use aluminum now. That's cool. Aluminum, and there we go. I'll have to just empty the storage basically. Oh well. Yeah, this is Jim's asteroid that I'm playing on. He gave me the seed for this. Yeah, the wiki is super helpful. It'll tell you exactly what's available and what's not. And the starting biome. Yeah, oh yeah, Rizzle Doozle. Yeah, that's why I was trying to not destroy this, but inevitably what ended up happening. Okay, how's my space biome doing? Still not too good. I mean, we have a lot of work that my duplicates are doing, so I'm not too stressed about that not being updated correctly. But what I am kind of stressed about is the fact that this is taking a long time. Let's put this higher. I need this done right away, and I need that one done right away, so I can disable this. And then I have polluted water stuck in these in these hydroponic farms again, which is kind of annoying, but it's all right. There we go. Okay, now I should probably deconstruct these. The water can all flow out. Go back into the cooling loop. Okay, there it goes. And then we'll rebuild it. As soon as it's gone, obviously. Don't want to have the same problem again. And then this can be deleted. Since they made critter pickups and changed how both pickups and drop-offs work, it's way easier to make puff ranches. I was also so surprised to see no modern tutorials for them. That might be an interesting. I haven't played around with puffs in a long time. I did them on my last playthrough just a tiny bit, but it's something that I should check out. Jim says, I went through all of them. Arborea is the only one that doesn't have Thimble Read on either the starting or secondary asteroid, though there are several others that don't have it on the starting. The critter pickups have been completely redundant in my experience, says Jim. I don't know how, like, the critter pickups work, in my opinion, when, like, if I put this critter pickup here, oh, hang on a sec, I gotta destroy this. Then everything that hatches from these these incubators will automatically get added to these rooms. At least that's how I do my farms. But the critter pickups, when they don't work is when they don't have, oh, sorry, the drop off. I'm mixing those two up. The drop off, if I have the drop off inside of the stable where my hatch farm is growing, and if I have a critter pickup in my little room where my hatches are being produced with the incubators, then my duplicants transfer automatically. That's the only time that they work for me. If I just have a critter drop off and there's no critter pickup to go along with it, they never work. Okay, now we're going to... Oh, we still don't have enough. Oh, no. That's annoying. I see what I did there. I see what I did. All right, well, I got polluted water in it anyway. So let's just deconstruct everything here. Empty storage. Had the same problem as I was trying to prevent, but whatever. It's okay. We will get through this at some point. Okay, so now I can go up here. Basically just disconnect here. Don't do that same mistake again. Go over. And I don't know how long I'm going to go over. I guess I want to replace this entire pipe. So I'm going to go pretty far. Including replacing all that. If you're not using incubators, then pickups are useful, says Boozle Doozle. Jim says, I've got like 9 ranches on mine with no critter pickup anywhere. My dupes are having no trouble keeping the ranches full with just the drop-offs. Well, there you go. Maybe they did change something that... Because for me, I've always had to use these. But... yeah, it's kind of a weird... kind of one of those weird mechanics I find that... that are kind of... It's very dependent on duplicants being available to actually do the job, I find. If they're not, then it's... just becomes a huge annoyance. Okay, let's go ahead and plant. Why can't I put anything? Oh, because of this. Okay, and then I need some light. Go right here, right where that ladder is. And that should be it for the light. Put that in there for now. Yeah, that once I get these deleted, everything should just be able to go over. Please don't get stuck on this. I can finish this again. Okay, well, you know what, Stinky? Well, I don't know what to say. Maybe you're just gonna have to stay there for a bit. Oh, they can't even get down because of that. Okay, so I have to build a ladder for you. Oh, Eduardo's there too. Oh, they can get out that way now. Okay, cool. The critters don't stay inside the incubators forever, so if your dupes are absolutely swamped for tasks, they'll drop something out. But I never have that happen, so it's a good sign. All right, so let's keep going on here. Make a whole bunch of these guys. And then I think, yeah, well, I think we'll keep it to roughly that size. And of course, we'll have to move all this up too. So this is all getting shifted at some point. A lot of shifting around going on today. Let's see how my space is. Oh, my space is actually done. Okay, so let's get the space online. At least this is something that is easy enough to focus on. Okay, so since I don't have a lot of steel, I'm still making a lot of steel from here, I think. Okay, we're out of iron ore right now, but keep going on that. We're gonna try using a little bit of a different. I really don't like to have these exposed, but I think just for the sake of saving some steel, I'm going to have to. Something like that. And then I'll connect it using whatever metal I feel like. And then basically, we'll take, I guess, copper. Copper is the most convenient for me. Put a NOT gate here. I think yellow looks cool. And then whatever color I'm using for here. It was yellow. Okay, good. And then we'll just connect everything once they built the steel. Kind of like that. Then I gotta get power up here as well. Should be fairly easy. Power's already halfway up here, I think. So I just have to get this one. I do unfortunately need transformers for. And again, I think we'll do the same thing just to save on some steel. I usually don't put them in incubator setups. I'm on vanilla. I don't think I have those. The pickups are in vanilla. Yeah, I think I've seen the pickups in vanilla before. Although I haven't played for a while, so I'm not 100%. Then we'll do the same thing here. I don't know how much this is going to cost, but I guess we'll find out. I think I can just go like this and it'll fix itself. We'll see. Okay, anyways, we'll see what that value is for how many transformers I need when they're done, and then we can keep going over there. See who we got from here. Gizmo. Again, I'm not taking decreased athletics for Gizmo. And I need to be conscious of getting this back online as soon as possible on the account of I'm going to be slowly running out of reed fiber. So gotta make sure that we don't do that. Hey, Michael, what's up? Hello, Ethan. Good morning. Does Squelchy Planet have slime, meteor showers? What else? Jim's has slime, copper, and ice. Let's see if it should say on the star map these days. I haven't actually checked the star map. I think they made it so you can see what you get. Copper, ice, and slimy. Would you rank meteor showers? That's a good one. I don't usually consider meteor showers to be like anything of that I use for my base. I usually just whatever's on my asteroid as it is what I would normally consider to be my resources because they're predictable, right? So I could do a video on ranking them. I'd have to do a lot of research because I know little about meteor showers, but as far as like obtaining copper from a copper volcano, it'll always tell you like exactly what the predictable amount of resources that you're going to get from each geyser. So I think it's a little bit easier to rank those in that sense. I do not use blast shots. I use the OG method of of mining everything out. Maybe I'll set up blast shots, so I'm not ruling it out entirely, but I do not use blast shots as it is. I used blast shots on the prehistoric asteroid, and that was enough. I got all blast shotted out. Autocorrect is being very weird today. Rizzle said, but yeah, on base game only, the only way to get slime is from distiller or in a roundabout way with phyto oil. You can also get algae from space POI in base game. How good is the jet suit after patch? Well, the jet suit hasn't really changed how effective and useful it is. It just basically changed the FPS of your game, which I find in that sense it's very, very good. I love the jet suit post patch. When I was playing around with it for my video, if you go to my video talking and comparing the jet suits, I made one like last month or so on that, just after the patch, and it is really, really good on my PC. They're still niche, says Jim. I agree. I think that Atmos suits are vastly superior, but as far as how the FPS goes, I don't know why. Whatever. As far as the FPS goes, it is substantially better for me. Like I have a 6800 XT graphics card, and jet suits would bring the FPS down a lot. I think it's more of a CPU thing. I don't know. Maybe the computer people in my chat can tell me. But I have the 6800 XT, and the jet suits would be a huge burden when I used them for videos before, and now it's a lot better. So I would highly recommend using them if you have a use for them. But they don't take the place of Atmos. The Atmos suits are way, way more effective in my opinion. Where I think jet suits will be really useful in this playthrough is for the space, like building space biomes or taking them to other asteroids so you can mine out other asteroids without getting stuck, which my duplicates literally always do. Okay, so this should be almost done. Let's see as the... Okay, so this is done. We got 240, so they're not quite done the power yet. But I think it's going to be... Well, I guess I could just count here, but... It's CPU, says Jim. That's what I figured. A CPU, I can't remember what I have. I think it's like a 5700 3D something. Pathing algorithms are always CPU, says Jim. That does make sense. Okay, I'm gonna shut. Well, actually, how's this? Yes, I already got this done. So if it's send the green signal if it's below, let's say 30 degrees. Okay, so now we have our bristle blossoms growing. Good stuff. We have some cooling going on in here, which is also good. And we can start moving all this as well. Let's see our power. We can get rid of our power in here, which is really nice. A lot of this wiring in the way can help us focus on cleaner and neater infrastructure. And I think we'll have to destroy this farm temporarily as well, just to get all the... I really don't want to destroy this until I have a place to put them, because that's going to be super annoying to, to have all these guys just running around. So I might open this up and let them all roam in here while I push everything up. That might be the way to go, actually. Let's get rid of those, and then that's the game plan I'm feeling. Okay, put this guy one higher. Why can't I get there's a deconstruct? Finally, my duplicants got the the statue correct, and now we have to destroy it. Oh well. Things happen. I don't really mind the power cable being on this row because my duplicants aren't going to be here as much as they are in other areas. I mean, this is just temporary as well. I'll have to move all this stuff at some point. Actually, what I should have done, now that I think of it, which I'm not going to fix, is put these in here. Oh, I guess I can do that, because then I can get them all out of the way. So let's do that. I hate that visual glitch. There we go. Put those guys in there and then remove them from there. And then they're not so much in the way of where my duplicants can see them. And it looks like right now I can't even get them here. Okay, what's going on here? Irrigation. Oh, we got water. Oh, not a lot of water though. Why don't we have any water? Oh, did we break the broke the water. There we go. Easy fix, easy fix. How's our, by the way, how's our yeah, barbecue's kind of getting a little low. We're starting to use up all of our not so good foods, which I actually don't mind. I don't like having all those foods on my thing there. I might crush those at some point actually. Aloe vera seems to drop a lot of seeds. Oh, aloe vera. How do I make these guys? Oh, minus 80 to 0. I guess it's doable somewhere in this asteroid. This asteroid is very, very cold. So surely it's good somewhere. Keep going on the digging area. Oh, there's a geyser here. Let's not open that up unless we know what it is. It is a cool steam vent. All right, I'll take that. So what we'll do is we'll just leave that intact and then we'll take the rest of it out. Give our duplicants some ways to run here and then we're all good to go. Oh my goodness. Just there we go. I got to get used to using the shortcuts. That would be substantially easier for my gameplay. Which is kind of funny because I have a mouse with 12 buttons on it, but I'm just too lazy to configure the shortcuts. Oh, this has got to get going too. If my duplicants aren't busy, come on over. Come on over and start building. Let's put in some hydro sensors here. I think maybe, yeah, probably here is fine. Maybe build out of gold, and then we need an Atmos sensor here. A little bit of automation. Probably should use LED for the automation since it's literally right here. And then the power. And then this thing, I think this thing I just want it to work all the time, so I'm not gonna put a limiter on that. Keep it going. You're about to crack the aloe vera biome, Ethan? Oh, okay. That's somewhere over here. Oh, is it here? Yeah, here it is. Nice. I'm going to leave the abyssalite intact, so I don't want to crack it open fully. Trey says, your informative videos have led me into a full world of Ani as we love it. I appreciate that, Trey. Last time I was in stream, I tried to talk to you, but you were locked into Ani, so I never got around to seeing if you answered. Basically, I was saying you're the best ever. Thank you so much. That is so kind of you. You are, again, the best, and I want to credit everything I'm able to do to you. Thank you so much, Trey. That means so much to me. I'm really glad that my videos have been helpful for you. Please, if you have any questions that you remember from last stream, feel free to ask them today. It's a pretty chill stream. There's a lot going on, but like in the game itself, but I've been reading chat a lot today, so please feel free to ask me anything that you like, and I love reading what chat has to say. So yeah, if you remember or if you get any more questions, yeah, just go ahead, post away, and we'll see what we can do. And thank you again for the very kind feedback. I'm very glad that I'm able to help people play the game and figure things out. That's what it's all about. Just trying to help everyone have a good time. Okay, so we got all these guys connected. We're just working on our space biome, so this is always kind of an exciting time. This is 40 watt, one, what's it called? One bunker door over. That's all right. We'll fix that later. Not fixing that right now. Okay, so let's go ahead and put in our large transformer. Of course, we have to reconfigure how we run this, so we'll do something like that. Something along those lines. And then we will disconnect here and put some... Actually, this, it'd be better if it looked like this. Honestly. Nah, it's okay. I already built it. Whatever. We'll do it that way. We'll do it that way. Oni content creators are literally the best for the community. It's so great. The game is so hard without it. I totally agree, Ruzuduzel. And of course, I have to give shoutouts to my favorite Oni creators as well, because without them, I probably couldn't get past cycle 100 either, right? So people like Francis, OG Fungus, Magnet, those guys are the ones who I watched as I was learning the game. Those guys are the OG goats for sure. But yeah, I think that there's a lot of traction in the Oni community right now. A lot of people making content, which I think is great for the game. Great for the game. Oh, nice. Well, do I have any microchips? I should have microchips, right? Like Eduardo should be making microchips. I know I'm not very familiar with bionic duplicates, but I almost feel like there should be microchips being made. Why isn't Eduardo making microchips when he's sleeping? Is he mad? Is he not able to make? Imagine he can't make. Imagine he can't make. Can you show his schedule? Yes, I can. That's his schedule. He has all this downtime to do nothing, and then he sleeps, which is usually enough, sufficient for me to make microchips. Yeah, I watched those two OGs, and then also Irishia is good. I've gotten them in my recommendation quite a bit, but I haven't seen their videos. But I heard that they are very good as well. The sleep time is when they should make microchips. Yeah, I thought so too, but they ain't doing that. So maybe I gotta give them more sleep time. Anyways, let's take the iron, I guess. Are you using microchips on NG2 nubs? No, I don't think so. Like we just saw Eduardo come out from his sleep and he didn't make any, so not sure what's going on with that. But this is dormant now. Perfect. This is the best time to get in here and analyze this. Let's put this on 9 and then keep going on the digging. Guys, how about you just dig this out so the buddy can come here and figure out when it's going to start beaming again. And also, we're going to block it off, I think. Probably right away. Yeah, it's probably a good idea. We'll do something like this because maybe I want to get the water from here and send it over. I can send it through here. Oh, where is it? I can send it through here and cool it down. Whoa, look, check that out. That's cool. I like that. All I ask is that you guys do not get yourself stuck. Please, whatever you do, do not get yourself stuck. That would be very, very annoying. Okay, now, also what I need to do is I have to set up provisions to clean all this garbage out. So let's build this right away. Sweep all. And then get this sweeping. When he sleeps, there will be a bar above his head for making chips. All right, got it. Let's take a look at... He's okay, he's not going to sleep for a while, but I can do this. I use the pipe explosion method for the rockets, I assume, is what you're talking about. Yeah, I'll keep an eye on that. When all the duplicants are halfway down this cycle, they should be... I'll even give him... You know what? I'll even give him more sleep schedule. Oh, shoot. You know what I forgot? Put that at 9 priority. Otherwise, they're going to go all the way up here and put it in here. And then even farther, which is very, very annoying. I keep forgetting to do that. Anyways, let's see how this is going. No power. Okay, easy to fix. Easy to fix. Let's go like this. There we go. Get that done at 9. And then open these guys up. Automation should be... Yeah, automation needs to be done, but that's easy enough. Just go like this. And everything should be green. Then disable everything. But I'm not rebuilding it. And as soon as this gets powered, this should be blasting right open. Right now, it's kind of taking forever. Also, this is kind of hot. So this is going to fall where? This is going to fall where? Probably going to fall right here and be very hot. But that's okay. It's very cold, so... All right. Circuit overloaded. Right, I forgot about that. So we have to disconnect this very last one. That will put us under the correct value. There we go. Now send our duplicates up here. I should get a sweepy. Do that, but anyways. Now we have space scanning capabilities. Cool. Obviously, this is going to have to be all robo-mined out at some point, but for the time being, at least it's working. There we go. That's the beginning of space. I like that. Beginning of space is fun. Oh, I forgot to check. Dang it. I forgot to check if he was making... Okay, he should be making chips now. There he goes. Okay, so wait a minute. These guys are taking chips somewhere. Where are they taking the chips? Why is he taking it here? So you guys were right. They're taking the chips somewhere. I don't understand why they're taking it here, though. For what? Why is it going to the steam turbine? I don't understand that at all. Oh, it's power tuned? Oh, okay. Is that this one? I was like, I didn't understand why that was. Okay. All right. It's on by default. That's the first time it's been on default for me. Is that because of the neutronomium? Ah, all right. That's cool. So if I just click the tinker button, it gives me more power, more potential power. Well, that's a bummer. I'm just gonna let that guy sleep for a long time then, because I need some microchips so he can be a little bit quicker. Now that I know what I'm doing wrong. Right. That's something that I don't usually run into. Kevin says Ethan is discovering power tuning for the first time. I don't usually run into that situation. You learn something new every day, Nani. I swear I've had transformers inside buildings before, and that wasn't on. But oh, that's okay. Okay, now I have microchips. Nobody should be stealing them. But at least I'm not going crazy. I mean, maybe I am going crazy. But I was like, I'm pretty sure he's been to sleep like 5 times already. There should be some microchips there. But whatever, we'll let him sleep for a bit. Make some more microchips for us. Tune-ups on hydrogen generators and petroleum generators are great. Yeah, okay, well, that's something that we have a lot of, for sure. So if we put them inside of a little room, we can, a power plant, we can do that. We have 1 microchip. All right, come on, dude, let's make some more. And power tuning is enabled by having two power buildings in a room that fits the size limit and doesn't have conflicts. I always do power tune-ups and get frostbite refiner for my metal volcanoes. That's so weird that I've never had that happen before, though. 6.25 hours to make 1 microchip. Oh, I got 2 now. Anyways, it's something new. It's cool. We got our space infrastructure set up. Let's keep going on. This should all be steel, right? Yeah, steel and copper, perfect. Let's keep going on this stuff. Oh no, we got overheat damage here. Right. Of course we would have that. Let's do this. What am I? Temp shift. Whoops. Let's do a quick temp shift here. And then some drywall. Oh, and you know what else I forgot is to check to see if this is going to 13 cycles. All right, so not bad. Let's keep going there. Put the hatch in here, and then I gotta get my Drecos online because I like my plastic. Oh, and an auto harvest. Whoa, I gotta turn off auto harvest. There we go. Lots of things happening. Let's get these Drecos back in the room. Yes, I'm just gonna click and point and click. I gotta catch up here. Let's see what you guys are saying. The twin turbo turbine. Hey, what's up, Offset? Thanks for joining. I think you just never noticed it being done. That's probably true also, Kevin. And not just that, Kevin, but I probably don't use bioduplicates enough to... So not only did I not notice, but I also just don't have that combination of things happening. So that could have been it as well. I think, yeah, it's pretty important for power production boosting. Just ask your operator to make those chips so damn more efficient. So much more inefficient. And doesn't cost refining metal that way. So inefficient. Similar to designing a petroleum bullet, but using non-space material aqua tuner since it doesn't need much heating. Comparatively, you need way less throughput. Says Rizutuzol. But lead is cheap. That's true, lead is cheap. Turn these lights off. I don't like these lights. Okay, let's rebuild. Now we're gonna open up these guys. I can get all this out, get all these critters out of the way, push them up, and then we'll build into the space. Oh, of course, someone is trapped. Luckily, that's not a hard trap to get around. Actually, if I just make a door here, I'm not gonna make a door now because it's too late. But if I just made a door there, that would have been a lot easier. And with as fast as you play, it's probably like a cycle and a half of your playthroughs. The only time I use Biodupe is to sleep is for chips during the beginning. Speaking of which, no more Biodupes. At least I have 3 chips, so we're getting there. I would really like the athletic booster chip. Building broken. Well, that's just fantastic. Did you already build the temp shift plate? I just need a little bit of water here, basically. Gonna melt again if we don't get the water. Oh, it's already here actually. Okay. What I need then is just a bottle of water. Where's my water? My water bottling. Just need something to make it work for now. Which in your case is probably 9. It's actually 0. I need the chip to make the booster. I want to try to use the data miner because making a building stay at absolute 0 sounds fun, but I don't know why I need that much data banks so late into the game. That's a fair point. Oh, like, I don't know if Jim's replying to you, but yeah. I think, what Jim, wasn't it you that was telling me that you had your data miner running at, or maybe it was Kevin. It was someone, because it's an achievement, right? Make your data miner, how do you get to your achievements? Oh, you got to get to here. Pretty sure it's an achievement. I don't even know how to get to achievements, to be honest with you. But almost certain. Hey, thanks James for your subscription on YouTube. Appreciate it. Glad you're enjoying the stream or you're watching a video. Yeah, well, I guess, yeah, it's Kevin said, yeah, I did. Yeah, I knew it was somebody who's in the chat tonight. Also, I'm pretty sure it's an achievement. I just have no idea how to get to it. Jim, yeah, Jim just finished all the achievements. Oh, colony summary, here it is. I used it for pilots mostly in the end game. I still haven't done this one, the carnivore, the lack of war. I haven't done that one. Anyways, I haven't done a lot. There's a lot that. This is my first time I looked at achievements in this playthrough, apparently. Just a non-stop achievement sound. Why can't I put this here? Oh, because of the chute. Okay, so I gotta make this into a stable again. It's gonna be 96, but I would like to have maybe not so. Well, I guess I can have it this long. I don't really care. I'd like to have it one higher. 96 is here. That would be okay, I guess. Or maybe move it up a little bit. Anyways, I need to have it one higher regardless. So let's move everything one higher. And then we'll fix that. So we're going to go like this. Going to go over that. Push all these guys up to the top. And how many Drecos do we have here? Then we'll fix the automation for this, and then we'll... Oh, there's a meat there. Grab the meat. Oh, the little guy's stuck. Oops. Please don't all leave. Data miner is shown at the bottom. Yeah, I didn't make it. I didn't quite make it that far, but okay, let's take care of all that. Take care of all this. This is taking a long time. I think my duplicates just can't get to it. Well, that's okay. There you go. I was gonna say, Amari, that's just fantastic to get yourself stuck like that, but you prevailed. I'm very happy. Thank you. And then I need some waiting for my duplicates to get up here. I don't think they can reach all that. I have to rebuild the lights as well. So I'll be online for another like 15 minutes or so. Maybe a couple more cycles. Something's overheated. It's probably the transformer again because I forgot to... Oh, it's the... Actually, it's the reservoir. Interesting. Probably because... Yeah, okay. Well, that makes sense. I'm running a lot of refining. I was going to say, this is probably overheating pretty soon because I need a little bit of cooling. Okay, so what do I need to do before I leave the stream? I need to... oh, that's annoying. I took all those out because I did the dig errand to check how much everything was going to cost. So that's all right. Whatever. Put this here, put that there, and then deconstruct everything. Yeah, I think for maybe another 15 minutes or so, and then I'll call it a night for today. And I will be back Wednesday. Maybe I might want to do another stream this week, like on a Tuesday. I'm not sure yet, but I want to keep going on this playthrough and keep plowing through it. We got to space now, so we can start building rockets pretty soon. Get a little heavy. Wow, how did that end up in there? Interesting. So, anyways, I want to start going, getting farther in space. Maybe getting some rockets. Oh no, it immediately froze. That's kind of funny. Anyways, they gave us some time to... That's why. Gave us some time that we have to use it. And also, where's that cool steam vent? Yeah, I gotta get this thing turned off. Actually, before I do all that, I should vacuum it out before it starts to become non-dormant. 10 cycles, that's more than enough time. So we'll build this out of steel. Actually, no, gold is fine. Gold is fine here. I want to use insulated pipes with high pressure gas vent. And then do I have power here? Probably not. Power's really far away. Okay, well, let's get some power here. William says each booster get +2 athletics or something else. So eject the booster from my sleeping dupe and let it sleep 24/7 while other can get its booster and power level everything. That's a solid plan to speed up early game. One day I'll do a biodupes only playthrough, and it can be, we'll have a fun time having all my bioduplicates stressed out to the max, just destroying everything. That'll be quite interesting. Okay, I need to get these Drecos out of here. Let's put a shearing station in, because at least we can use that while we're dealing with all this stuff here. Guess I need the ladders out of the way. And this is not the most convenient place to run that liquid, but it's working for now. Does anyone use the mod that when the game saves, it's like significantly faster? I often contemplated getting that mod, but I wasn't sure if it was going to make a difference. But saving the game is just kind of a hassle because of how long it takes. Oh, I don't need that pipe there. Okay, so what I do need here, though, is some automation. We're going to put an ammo sensor in. Put it right there. Actually, I'll put it right there. That's even better. And then I think we'll make it look kind of cool in here because we're not going to be back in here for a long time. So maybe we'll add some drywall to it. Maybe we'll do maybe we'll do the green algae wedge. That'll look kind of cool, I think. And then keep getting rid of all this stuff. What's it called? It's just if you search, let's see. I don't have my Steam tab open right now, but if you just search like a saving, let me look it up. I'm just gonna close the thing for a second, just in case my Steam pops up. Okay, let's go to library here. Okay, it's called Fast Save. I've never tried it. But it's pretty comprehensive. It looks like it hasn't been tested with PPP. Yeah, I'm just wondering if the effects of it would, like, if there's any. I'm sure it wouldn't be on the thing. I mean, I don't know. I don't want to assume, but I just don't want to have any corruption with my saves, you know? Oh, we have petroleum everywhere now. That's no good. And we have mercury as well. At least the mercury's not going too far. Well, I guess we have a lot of stuff to fix because this has gotten way too hot. So let's go ahead and just disable all this. And then we'll deal with that. It's way too hot right now for these things to be working. I don't care about that for the time being. What's the other thing that's overheating? The liquid. Okay, that's the liquid reservoir. This thing's working fine though, right? 50. Oh, it's gonna overheat too. Okay. Well, anyways, the stream's almost over, so they can all overheat, and we'll fix it on the next episode. This is my priority. I need to get these Drecos online. This guy's stuck. And whatever. We'll fix that. This has it can affect multiple achievements. I was more worried about the fact that I don't want to have like corrupt saves. Okay, let's get this boxed off. I think I have everything here now. We have our power. We have our automation. We have our plumbing. All right, sick. Box that off. We can sweep the rest of it out. One of my regrets is that I didn't add drywall to the back of these. And I didn't vacuum them out either. Not that I need to vacuum them out. It just looks a lot cooler if I did. So that's all right. Things happen. Things happen and things get missed. It is what it is. I guess I'll put the large power transformer just in case I want to use it for something else. And then we have a way to have power here. And then we'll set that to 9 and we'll get those going. Oh, we have no, that's bleach stone. Okay, that's easy. Bleach stone. There we go. And then oxalite. Okay, cool. Did it say there's a safe mode for achievements? It looks like it's just one carnivore, locavore, and super sustainable, since those rely on daily reports, which is what is this cleaning out of the safes to speed them up. Gotcha. There's another one too that I was looking at before. It doesn't have any of those. It doesn't have as much details, I don't think. Maybe this is the one, but they've just updated it, so there's more details now. Not sure which one is the case. Can I mop any of those? Let's see how our food's doing. Yeah, we're on muck root now. Barbecue's really slowed down since we've we have lots of barbecue available here, so I'm not really too concerned about our food. I actually wouldn't mind just getting rid of all this other stuff that are my duplicates just always have around the asteroid. I think that's probably a good idea. Let's get rid of all that, and then I'll also make pickled meal, I suppose. Not that I really want to. It's easy if you have binge eater. I just piss off 3 binge eater and they raid my food stock. That's that's a really good solution, actually. I should go for those achievements because they're. I heard on Reddit that carnivore is like super duper hard, but I think with the right strategy, like William just said, I think it should be fairly simple. I don't know. I'm overconfident a lot though, so we'll see. Anyways, yeah, we'll do one more cycle. We'll finish cycle 500, and then that'll be it for tonight for me. And then yeah, I'll see you guys back on Wednesday if you'd like to join. Maybe I'll even do another stream. I'd like to do a couple more this week. Maybe not so late, just so I can have like a 3-hour stream. Just depends on how my weeks go. I'm playing the same seed as you and knocked out those 3. The shovels make carnivore easy. Yeah, I should focus on. Obviously not this one, and we're halfway to 1,000, so we're a little bit past that point now. But at some point we'll do that. I think I'm missing like 15 achievements in total, if I remember correctly, like 10 to 15. So, anyways, we got space up and going, so that's really handy. We should get a telescope. Kind of one of the things that I forgot. I don't care about the enclosed telescope right now. I think this one's fine. And then this thing's just overheating, but it's because my cooling is abysmal. Okay. All right, we'll just delete it and rebuild it. I could just run. I mean, I could have just had cooling down here or put the transformer down here and the thing up, but it's too late now. I'll just have to deal with the cooling as it is. I could still probably do that. It wouldn't be very hard to do that. It affects any of the daily reports that if you don't have safe mode. So it would include things like job suitability and any of the others that require you to do like X cycles in a row. Job suitability is the hardest in my opinion. Do I have job suitability? Let me check. Well, since I have Steam open, I can just kind of check and see what I'm missing. Job suitability. No, I do not. I do not have that one. 10 cycles in a row. Every duplicate in a colony completes at least one chore while wearing an exosuit. I feel like... I feel like... Shouldn't you just get that? I guess if you have a lot of like ranchers and cooks, I guess it's hard to get those guys out of the thing. But see, for example, evolve all your dupes but one, and then have them do a repetitive task outside for the base, like 10 cycles. Huh. Okay. Yeah, I guess that would work, wouldn't it? That kind of fits into the criteria. Okay, let's keep vacuuming. I'm sure there's a little bit more gas in here. Some polluted oxygen. Cool. And then maybe we'll send this into our... I don't know where we're going to send that yet. The steam. We'll see. I did these... I was supposed to use gold here. Whatever. It's okay. I used a little bit of steel. Not too bad. I did it on my last playthrough by sending one through the temporal tear. Cool, I call but only some tasks count towards it. You can also do it early in the game when you have fewer dupes. I wonder what those tasks are. I think the ones that show bar. Oh, the ones that show bar on you. So you could just have like, okay, so Jim says building a tile will count, but I suppose you could just have them like work at kind of metal or like a rock crusher or something. Just set up a rock crusher right on the outside of your base. So, I mean, this would be kind of overkill, but I guess I could do 14 rock crushers here. And then just have them all like on a toggle switch where it's all max priority. And then maybe they will all, I don't know. I think it would be easier that way that Jim said. Just get rid of all your duplicates and all that. Anyways, I'm going to call it there for the gameplay. And appreciate everyone for coming out, hanging out tonight on a Sunday. And hopefully you guys have a great start to your week. Or if it's already started, hopefully it's going well. But yeah, I'll be back on Wednesday for sure, my usual time. And we'll work on probably more space projects. Probably, maybe we'll even start doing the synthesizer. I'll have all this tedious stuff done off stream, I think, just because it's kind of, I want it to look semi-symmetrical, and I don't want to have to watch or show you guys me rebuilding this like 5 times and like reloading if I mess something up or whatever. So I think I might just do it that way. But anyways, I won't do anything significant. I won't start any space projects. It'll just be this. Jim says GC Fungus built a tower with a bunch of doors that only allows 1 each, and they each had a dupe to build a tile. Well, there you go. It would be fun to get it naturally though, right? Like I got, there was another one. What was it? I think it was produce the power. It was the one I got it on the prehistoric asteroid, the PPP, where it was like produce so much power, X amount of power without using coal, etc. Blah blah blah. It'll be fun to get those naturally, but yeah. Anyways, thank you all for joining. I'll do a quick recap of all of you guys who showed up today, and yeah, I'll see you back sometime this week, probably the usual Wednesday. See you Odin's Day. Good night, chat, says Jim. Thank you for coming by tonight. Have fun storming the castles. Jim said, oh, I read that one. William, good night, William. Good night, Kevin. Good night, Tim. Have a good week, everyone. Sean, thanks for streaming. You are very welcome. Thank you for stopping by. Let's see. Ruzel Doozle was here earlier. Thank you so much, Ruzel Doozle. Thank you. Let's see. It was Jim and Tim. I got Jim and Tim. Elusive Traveler. Thank you for being here tonight as well. We had some new people like Trey. Trey was here last time, but he wanted to ask some questions. So thank you for coming by, and thank you so much for your kind words. I really appreciate that. Offset was here tonight. Thank you so much, Offset. Chewy was here as well. Thank you so much for coming by, Chewy. Let's see who else. I think that might be Michael. Okay, Michael was here tonight as well. Thank you so much for coming by, Michael. And who else? Let's see. That might have been everyone. If I missed you, I apologize. Oh, Kadioti was here. Thank you, Kadioti, for stopping by. And Jeff Little Weeb was here. And of course, I'm an AI thing, I think there's their name. I can't scroll back that far. My chat doesn't go back that far, but I think they were here. So if I missed you, I apologize. My chat doesn't go back to the very beginning on OBS. So thank you, everyone. And I will see you. Oh, Uther. Hey, Uther, what's up? Good night to you. Appreciate you coming by. Yeah, good night, everyone. See you on the next stream. Oh, and Pithika, thank you for being here on Twitch. By the way, thank you to all the lurkers as well. So even if you weren't in chat, if you're a lurker, appreciate you for your support. Of course, you don't have to chat if you don't want to, or if you're just listening in the background. Appreciate you guys very much, and I will see you on Wednesday night, or even before. We'll see.